Buenos dias and welcome back to another video, my friends. I hope you're staying safe and healthy wherever you are in the world. Today on the channel, I want to show you how to create overlay textures to create creative photographs. So the first thing that I want you to know is that these texture overlays are super simple to make, and you can even make them on your cell phone. Another tip for these texture overlays is to make them as simple as you want or as abstract as you want. Make them soft, make them sharp and contrasty, whatever you want. There is no holds barred here. The idea is just to get creative. In fact, these textures can be shot anywhere. I shot a couple off at the bookstore where I was just at a little bit ago on my iPhone, and then I also roamed about the house and shot a couple different ones through a dirty window, at my kitchen area, and also at a lit lamp. A lit lamp. The lamp was lit. I mean, it was cool. All right, we're losing a little sun. It's getting a little bit chilly out here, and yeah, let's finish this bad boy off. Let's get into it. All right, we're gonna take some of the textures that I shot today and we're gonna lay them over three images: a moonshot that I've taken previously, an image or a portrait of my friend Susan, and also a street photography image. So let's jump into Photoshop. Okay, so I am now in Photoshop and I am gonna take this grain photo. Again, this is the side of a bookshelf shot on my iPhone, and I'm going to select it, make sure I have the select tool enabled, and then I'm going to drag up to the photo that I want. This is the street photo. And then what you do, and this is just one way of loading this image on top of the other, and then bring it back down here and drop it on. Now you can see off to the right that we have two different layers. I'm gonna click on this top layer and I'm gonna click on Command T so I can transform this. I'm actually going to shrink this down and fit it on over the top. Now I can slide it anywhere I want, or I can make adjustments after the fact. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and hit return or enter. And now what I can do is come up here to the blending tool. It's normally set to, or the layers, and it's normally set to normal. And I can go through all of these different types. And you can see there's a lot of really cool things that you can do. So it just depends on what you're looking for. I'm gonna go straight to the, looks like hard light, vivid light. I'm gonna go to hard light, make this image look a little bit older, almost like a film scan. And then what I'm gonna do is come up to this opacity and bring it down about 60, maybe 60%, right about there. So if I turn off this layer, this was the original, and there's the textured image. So right away you can see you went from an image that you may have liked, but you thought maybe it needed something, a little punch, or just it was missing something. And this is a creative way to change up that image and give it a different look. So just adding some different texture, in this case an iPhone shot that was shot of a bookshelf or the side of a bookshelf. All right, one of the next images I have is of my friend Susan, and the texture image is simply of the couch that I sit on every day, and this is the texture that you see here on the screen. So just like before, we make sure that the select tool is enabled. We go ahead and click on this, drag it up to the picture of Susan, and then drag it back here, let go. You can pull it back down or enlarge it. In this case, we'll Command T to enlarge the texture. We could rotate it as well, but in this case, yeah, let's just go ahead and rotate it. Actually, I'm going to leave it this way because I like the way the texture is on the screen, kind of at an angle from left to right, so I'm just going to actually enlarge it. And it does not have to be perfect. Okay, then I'm going to hit return or enter, and I'm going to come up here again to the blending tool and kind of see what we can do with this. Okay, that adds a little bit of a vibe, and you can go through all of these. That's kind of grungy. Oh, that's kind of a little color burn. And we'll go through all of these and kind of see what just looks good. That one looks kind of cool. That's overlay, very simple. Kind of, I like what it does to the sky and the clouds. Let's go soft. That's very subtle. It's maybe a little too grungy. Vivid light, linear light, pin light. That's interesting. And then a hard mix, and then difference, and then you can kind of get through the rest of them, which are a little bit too much for me. So we're gonna stay over here in the lighten area. And what was the one that I actually? Here we go. Here we go. I like screen. It's very, very subtle. So another thing you can do if you don't want the texture completely over the image, what you can do is go over here and get a brush from the brush tool and get a soft brush. So I've already selected a soft brush, and I've changed the opacity to about 67%. You can change that to whatever you want. Maybe go to 50% there. And what I'm gonna do is brush away kind of just the center part and almost leave a textured vignette, if you will. It's gonna start to reveal kind of the center part of the image, and I'm just kind of randomly making an oval there and kind of get her a little bit more focused on the center and leave that light texture kind of around the outside. Now you can do whatever you want. You could eliminate just kind of pieces off the corner there and randomly come across here and just kind of make it a little bit more random on what you remove. But again, that is up to your creative soul, and you do what you want. But I like the way, I'm gonna leave it actually the way it looks here, and we'll move on to the next one. All right, we are moving on to our last image. In fact, what you see on the screen right now, it almost looks like an X-ray. And earlier today, I actually took my camera and kind of did some intentional movement around my lamp and then converted it to black and white. And this is the image that I came up with. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did before, is select the image down here, drag it up to the moonshot, and bring it right back to paste it in. Again, you can move this around to what you feel is going to be appropriate. You can actually do it after the fact, so let's go ahead and let's just leave it right about there, and let's go ahead and play with a little bit of the blending here. Oops, there we go. Darken, and let's see what happens. Oh, that's kind of nice. It kind of looks like there's some clouds over it here. Screen looks fairly nice. Color dodge is just really affecting the moon. Oh, I kind of like this right here, lighter color. Let's go through the rest of them. Overlay, soft light, hard light, vivid. I kind of like the subtlety of this. Pin light, it's a little much there. Oh, what we got here? Kind of like this. This one's difference blending. I'm gonna go with difference. I kind of like that, and I'm gonna move around the texture. I kind of like it where it was. Kind of like I'm gonna have that streak running kind of through the lower third, right side, lower third. Yeah, I like that a lot. That was simple, and I'm gonna leave it as is. Again, if I turn off the layer, the texture layer, It's a nice shot in and of itself, but if I add that, it just adds something different. It gives my photograph a different look. So that's it. I'm gonna save that one, and that's gonna do it. Alrighty amigos, I hope you had a blast. I came out to a little bit of a different site. I actually came out here, I believe in my last video, but I wanted to shoot everything here from the beautiful red chair and out in my new luxurious studio. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you had some fun. Just remember, get out there and at the very least, allow your creative soul to take over. If you're stuck in a rut, this might get you out of a rut. It might not be something that you utilize in your portfolio, or maybe it is. Maybe it launches you onto a different venture of creativity and just kind of gets your artistic thoughts going. So work that other side of the brain and continue to do your thing in photography and video making. In fact, you can put these texture overlays in videos as well. Have a lot of fun with it and do your thing. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd appreciate you joining the Buenos Dias Imagery family. I want to thank all of you who have been hanging with me week after week after week. I appreciate you so much. You guys are the most valuable players of this channel. I really do appreciate you. Please like this video if you liked any part of it or it showed you any value. Ring that bell to notify you of new videos when they are released, and comment down below. I'd love to chat with you. All right, you guys, until the next one, I love you all. Peace.